You will have to cut your hair short because I know for a fact that you loved your hair. You still love your hair.
I still do.
You're obsessed with it. You're
चले नहीं गए
obsessed
कहीं।
with it. ग्वालियर के लड़के को कचौड़ी वगैरह छोड़ना, पोहा
इमेजिन ना
जलेबी छोड़ना,
आप समझ सकते हो कि कितना डिफिकल्ट हुआ होगा ये सब छोड़ना, बिकॉज वो एक साइकी बैठ जाता है कई लोगों में कि नहीं यार उसके लिए तो जगह होगी, कुछ भी हो जाए यार, खाना कितना भी खा लो लेकिन मीठे के लिए तो जगह रहती है।
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching Spill the Beans on CNN News 18. Today, I have two gentlemen. They will be giving you a masterpiece, a very inspiring story, a story of a champion. I know that our audience is very clever. You have already guessed the recent power duo in the industry, K2, Kartik Aaryan and Kabir Khan. Thank you so much for speaking to CNN News 18. My first question is, why did you choose Kartik as Murlikant Petkar's story? Why did you choose him? Because he has played a couple of different roles in the past as a chocolatey boy, as a romantic guy, a family guy as well. Why did you think that a serious story should be told through his face?
I have actually never cast my films according to the images that the actors have brought preceding my film. Because if that would have happened, then I feel a lot of my actors, John would not have done New York, Salman would not have done Bajrangi, Ranveer would not have done 83, Katrina would not have done New York. So every time I've tried that, where I've basically looked at something inherently in their personality which suits my character and I've cast them, it's worked for me. And I think that is what I saw in Kartik. I was looking for this certain boyish enthusiasm. I was looking for a certain sort of, it's very difficult to describe in words, but there's almost like a excitement of a young person which Murlikant Petkar had to say something, and I wanted to see that whether if this character plays it, will it look genuine or will it look like, no, this is pushing it? And I think Kartik had that. And what also, of course, was very important is his instant excitement for the story. You know, when you are telling a story, and I think, I don't want to sound immodest, but when you become a director of a certain repute, sometimes people will react to story only because you're telling them the story. Whereas you can judge, is this person getting excited because of the story itself and the characters? And that genuinely was the case. I think Kartik, immediately his reaction was, wow, like such a story actually exists and it's true, which was exactly what my reaction was when I heard the story and why I decided to make it. So I think all that, and then we started, it wasn't an instant, like at the end of the meeting we said, okay, we're making that film. That was the first meeting. Then we met again, then I narrated more, then we had 2-3 other sort of sessions where we exchanged ideas. And by the end of that sort of period, we both were very clear that I think we're equally excited, and it's very important. I think the director and the actor have to be equally excited about a project, and that's what happened, and that's how it all started.
And also looking at the trajectory, you have a connection with the real stories from a very long period of time, from documentaries to other commercial successes that you have had in the industry. Now, can I say that you are in a certain zone where you are focusing more on the biographies, because then 83 and now this time around we are going to be seeing Chandu Champion?
So I actually never planned it like that. Yes, it is a coincidence that I'm doing 2 back-to-back true stories. But I am basically a storyteller hungry for stories. And the moment a story hits that chord in your heart, na, वो कहते हैं gut instinct जो एक होती है, which tells that gut instinct tells you that you have to make this story. Now whether it's true or not is actually secondary, because I firmly believe that yes, of course, audiences today really love looking at true stories, and they do give you that extra love when they realize the story is true. But you cannot expect a story to travel saying कि नहीं असली है इसलिए तुम्हें अच्छी लगनी चाहिए. Ultimately, you have to tell it with the same style, with the same craft, that you will tell a fictional story and make it exciting for the audience. So you can never rest back and relax and say, ये तो true कहानी है ना, मैं जैसे सुनाऊंगा लोगों को अच्छी लगेगी, वो नहीं होता है. You have to engage them and you have to entertain them equally, if not more, as you would in a fictional story. But yes, you're right, maybe it is my documentary background. I get drawn to a lot of these compelling human stories, but I also feel, actually I used to look at Hollywood films, when I was growing up and when I was a film student, and I used to actually feel jealous how beautifully they pick up stories from their contemporary history and turn them into beautiful films. Sometimes of very famous people, sometimes of people we don't know, but you see them and then at the end of the film you realize this was a true story. I used to get goose flesh. And I used to think, हम क्यों नहीं करते? क्यों हमारे मुल्क में तो और भी ज़्यादा होंगे.
Definitely.
And that's how I think Chandu Champion came. It's a story that when you see it, you will be shocked that we did not know this person before this film.
Very interesting that you mentioned that when people actually get to know that it's a real story, they
Yeah.
connect with it more, and that sort of happens with the horror flicks also. When it pops up, you know, it's based on the real story, you get even more scared.
Yeah.
Karthik, last time when I met you,
Yeah.
you were all lean, slim, chocolatey boy with long hair. This time I'm looking at a very buffed man, ladies and gentlemen. 18 months ka transition
जी.
period,
जी.
excessive workout,
Yeah.
tight schedule. How has it been?
Very difficult, I think.
Of course.
Very tough. The kind of routine that I was in and the kind of regime that I was following was next to something which I felt was impossible before. But now I'm used to it. I really enjoy it, and the diet, be it the diet or the gym routine or swimming skill set like boxing, all these things I learned or trained for the film, but it's become a part of my lifestyle now, and it's become a part in a way where I am enjoying it. It started with a part of my work, and now it's turned into something which I can't live without. So that is, I think, the beauty of sometimes maybe doing films like this, and this is for the first time that I was doing something like this. So for me, I really wanted to be or look the part more than anything else, and then then get into the internalization and everything. But before that, I think I had done this film Freddy, and I had gained a lot of weight for that film particular role, and I had to get rid of all the fat that I gained for that film, and it took me a year and a half to get rid of that and get into this muscular zone. And we had done our DEXA scans or body fat scans at that time, and we started the prep for Chandu Champion, and I was at around 39% fat, and which is a lot. So for me to get to a 12 or a 14% fat was a difficult task, and finally we reached to a point where we were at single digit 7%, and I was so happy with that. But it took a while. It took a lot of patience, lot of willpower, lot of sacrifices in terms of food, in terms of my entire time was only invested into this. So I think it took a lot of dedication in some way, and but I'm glad that this happened. I'm glad that this film or this role demanded this, because it's helped me also a lot, professionally and personally, especially.
Definitely.
Yeah.
लेकिन एक ग्वालियर के लड़के को कचौड़ी वगैरह छोड़ना, पोहा
इमेजिन ना,
जलेबी छोड़ना,
आप समझ सकते हो कि कितना डिफिकल्ट हुआ होगा ये सब छोड़ना, बिकॉज मेरी बहुत बुरी आदत थी कि खाने के बाद मीठा तो होना चाहिए, एंड वो एक साइकी बैठ जाता है कई लोगों में कि नहीं यार, उसके लिए तो जगह होगी, कुछ भी हो जाए खाना कितना भी खा लो, लेकिन मीठे के लिए तो जगह रहती है. So I think we tend to overeat a lot when our body doesn't need it, and I think we can survive with less food also. Moderate food is good enough for us, and I think it's given me a different perspective altogether.
it's a new message about body positivity as well, something that keeps
100%.
you.
100%.
But about the accent, about the language, एक
The
एकदम
dialect.
हिंदी typical language speaking state से belong करके मराठी पकड़ना, क्योंकि वो जो ए हंसता क्या है, and then
हंसता
how
काय
you
को
are
है?
saying हंसता काय को है, and then you are saying also champion, that is the word.
वो छोटी छोटी चीज़ें आई थिंक शिखरेव जो हमारे डायलेक्ट कोच थे वहाँ पे, उन्होंने बहुत चीज़ों में हेल्प किया, बिकॉज उसमें क्या था कि मेरे लिए वो बहुत ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट हो रहा था. मुझे आदत है हिंदी में, मैं सोचता भी हिंदी में हूँ, तो मेरा एकदम वो प्रॉपर सेंटेंसेस बनते हैं। तो अभी मैं जब हिंदी मतलब अब मैंने क्या किया कि मैं इससे पहले फ्रेडी कर रहा था जिस उसके बाद मैं सत्य प्रेम की कथा जिसमें गुजराती बॉय प्ले कर रहा, यहाँ पे मैं मराठी डायलेक्ट में, तो मेरा हिंदी अब गड़बड़ होने लगा है क्योंकि सब मिक्स हो रहा है और सब में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डायलेक्ट्स में कर रहा था फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इन माय लाइफ। तो इसमें स्पेशली वर्ड्स अब मैं जनरली भी कुछ बात कर रहा होता तो मैं हिंदी में मैं वापस रिपीट करता हूँ अपने मन में मैंने कुछ गलत बोला है और फिर मुझे सही वाला भी शायद नहीं मिल रहा होता है क्योंकि मैं इतना ये 2 साल से ऐसे बात कर रहा था। पूरी तरह से मराठी में मैंने बात नहीं किया इसमें, लेकिन जो डायलेक्ट है उसमें इतने सेंटेंसेस कई बार वो वर्ड्स जंबल हो जाते हैं। तो चैंपियन है मैं चैंपियन हूँ आदमी बोलेगा हिंदी में, बट यहाँ पे वो एक तरीके से बोलता है तो वो पूरा मेरा सोचने का तरीका ना बहुत जम्बल्ड है अभी। बट दैट टुक अ वाइल फॉर मी टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस कि हाँ नहीं नहीं नाई so you know so stuff like that वो छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं लेकिन it makes a huge difference। तो ओलंपिक को ओलंपिक so ये वर्ड प्ले बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट भी था बिकॉज आई थिंक जहाँ से सांगली से वो आते हैं वहाँ पे मुरली सर इस तरीके से बात करते हैं और वो लहजा मुझे पकड़ना था, वो बहुत ज़रूरी था। तो नॉट जस्ट द फिजिकलिटी बट ये चाहे वो इंटरनल थॉट्स हो चाहे वो एक्सटर्नल द वे ही स्पीक्स, वो सारी चीज़ें थोड़ी हमने इसमें इनकॉर्पोरेट की थी एंड उसकी वजह से ये कैरेक्टर इतना ब्यूटीफुल इतना अलग लग रहा है फ्रॉम व्हाट आई हैव डन बिफोर।
Definitely. Kabir sir, on the directorial level, I would like to ask you a couple of questions like what are the challenges while you were presenting the war scene specifically? क्योंकि timing बहुत important होती है when you are actually showing the war sequence है ना, कि expression भी time पे निकले, bomb blast भी time पे हो रहा है, गोली भी लग रही है, expression वाला सारा खेल। Apart from that, expectations of the public, because it puts a lot of pressure on your shoulders when you're representing such a prestige figure, someone that the entire nation is proud of. And now since you are saying that this is a story which was never told before, so now it's going to be a heavy pressure on your shoulder that you represent him correctly on screens for the people.
To answer your first question, see, honestly, yes, shooting a war sequence is always very tricky. It's huge in logistics because apart from the fact that lots of people are involved, lots of stuntmen, lots of people from the action department, what's also very important is safety of all the actors is something that you have to be very, very careful about. You can't just indiscriminately start shooting and have things fall on people or have explosions happen, which actually did happen. There was we were lucky it really became major, but there was an explosion that was not timed correctly and it blew up right next to thing, because you have to understand they might not be real bombs, but there is real gunpowder in those bombs.
अरे बहुत जोर से गया था वो, एकदम आँख पे गया था।
The blast that went straight into Karthik's eye, and we had
वो speed थी क्योंकि उसमें speed बहुत होती है।
So you have to be very careful about those things. So of course, so needless to say, a war sequence is very difficult to shoot, and I think we decided to make life even more difficult for ourselves and decided to go for a 8-minute uncut single shot sequence. And my decision to do that was because I said, it's not about showcasing a war. It's not about, and I think I've crossed that point in my career where I want to show off my skills of showing action and things. For me, it was very difficult. I said, the whole point of this war sequence is what? It's what effect did it have on my character? So I don't want to go to shots of, big shots and other people being blown up or being shot. I wanted to just stick the camera onto my character, and that's what we did. The camera never leaves Murlikant Petkar throughout the war sequence. It's just running with him, just showing what is it that's going on in his mind and what effect it has on him. So obviously it was very difficult to shoot a 8-minute single shot war sequences. I don't think it's ever happened in our films till now. So it's something that we're very proud of because we managed to execute it, and all of us came out alive and well from it. And we did it on location. We did it at an altitude of about 10 to 11,000 feet in the valley of Aru in Kashmir. So just setting that up there, and then taking people, rehearsing, shooting was quite a task, but the end result is something we are really happy with. We've got a lot of reaction to just snippets of it in the trailer, So yeah, I would definitely rate it as one of the most exhilarating and exciting sequences I've ever shot in my films.
Also, if we are talking about Murlikant Pedkar sir's story, through the movie, you are going to be showing us different eras of his life. So there are chances that it becomes extremely critical, because then people might get confused of the different age groups, right? People at this point of time in our country, while making a content, would rather choose OTT platform to show such a huge age gap or maybe the age journey. Do you think that you should have released this on OTT rather?
Absolutely. This film is made for the big screen, and every second reaction to the trailer is saying the same thing, that
Definitely.
Yeah.
we want to see this on the big screen. See, I make films for the big screen. I'm very clear about that. There's a certain scale at which I mount my stories, and it's not about how much you can do in a given time. It's about how you tell the story, how you structure it. You can even tell it in a reduced time. We've seen Hollywood films do 90-minute films about a saga, right?
Yeah.
So it's all about the screenplay, and absolutely, if you do it with clarity, nobody's going to get confused. In our film, trust me, you're not going to be. Even though yes, it takes you through 6 different stages of his life, there's a certain thread that runs through it, which is a strong emotional cord that runs through it, that keeps you glued to this character and what he is going through. So it's totally made for the big screen, and I want people to come and enjoy the spectacle that we've created
Definitely.
for the silver screen.
Right. Karthik, when the movie came your way, when you got to know about that you will have to cut your hair short, because I know for a fact that you loved your hair. You still love your hair.
I still do.
You're obsessed with it. You're
चले नहीं गए
obsessed
कहीं।
with it. तो जब बाल कटवाने वाला क्वेश्चन आया होगा,
जी।
कुछ हुआ अंदर से कि
ठीक है, ऊपर से तो मैंने सीधा हाँ बोल दिया था, सर जो आप बोलो। अंदर से मैं सोच रहा था कि हाँ बोल रहा हूँ। ये जब होगा तब देखेंगे, बट वो हो गया, तुरंत हो गया।
ठीक है, but Karthik, I have to put it across what a journey it has been for you, because this question of nepotism is always going to exist in this industry, because जब तक स्टार किड्स अपना डेब्यू करेंगे तब तक एक आउटसाइडर और उनके बीच का डिबेट चलता रहेगा.
हाँ,
But now you have successfully established yourself in the industry by creating waves through massive hits that you have given us in the past, be it Bhool Bhulaiya 3, and then let's talk about the serious roles that you have done, because प्यार का
3
पंचनामा
तो
की
आने
बहुत
वाली
ज़्यादा
है, आने वाली
बहुत
hit है
सारी
वो।
बात हो चुकी है. अब आप मुझे बताइए कि now do you see yourself as someone who has successfully established yourself as an inspiration to those who might give up because they are struggling from past so many years to make waves in the industry?
आई थिंक आई विल नेवर बी कंटेंट. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हमेशा आपका जो सक्सेस है या जो भी आपने अचीव किया है, वो सब बहुत रिलेटिव होता रहता है. मैं आज सोचता हूँ कि मैं ग्वालियर से आया था, तो मैं थोड़ी देर के लिए 2 मिनट के लिए मुझे लगेगा कि हाँ यार मैं मुंबई तक पहुँचा, मैंने अपनी पहली फिल्म कर ली, ये कर लिया, वो कर लिया और यहाँ तक आ गया हूँ. पर फिर थोड़ी देर बाद मैं सोचूंगा कि अभी मुझे इसके बाद ये भी अचीव करना है, वो भी अचीव करना है, तो मुझे लगा अरे अभी तो मैंने कुछ भी अचीव नहीं किया है, मुझे यहाँ तक पहुँचना है. तो वो गोल्स हर बार हर फिल्म के साथ, हर मोमेंट के साथ वो चेंज होते रहते हैं. एंड आई थिंक वही उसका मज़ा भी है उसमें. आई रियली फील कि मैं जिस दिन ये सेटिस्फाई हो जाऊँगा, मेरे से काम ही नहीं होगा. तो मैं शायद से वो जिटरीनेस मेरे अंदर है, मैं एंशियस रहता हूँ, थोड़ा सा नर्वस रहता हूँ, एक्साइटेड रहता हूँ. ये सारे जो मिक्सचर इसीलिए क्योंकि मैं चाहता हूँ कि अच्छा अगला, मुझे फ्यूचर नहीं पता है कि अच्छा ये चीज़ का रिजल्ट क्या आने वाला है. वो हर बार एक एग्ज़ाम दे रहा हूँ और मैं चाह रहा हूँ कि मेरे एग्ज़ाम बढ़ते रहें और मैं उसमें और बेटर करता रहूँ स्कोर. सो इट्स अ रेस जिसकी कोई फिनिश लाइन नहीं है. वो अगर वो फिनिश लाइन होती तो वो आई थिंक वो कब का शायद पैकअप हो गया होता मेरा.
Definitely.
एंड टू फॉर ऑल द आउटसाइडर्स जो एक्चुअली में मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मैं बहुत ऐसे लोगों से मिलता भी हूँ. क्योंकि वो लोग रिलेट भी कर पाते हैं. कई बार कोई इवेंट्स पे मिलते हैं, कई बार कोई फ़ैन कहीं पे किसी को एक्टर बनना है, किसी को कुछ और भी बनना है लाइफ में. मुझे एक्चुअली लगता है कि मैं सिर्फ एक ही चीज़ उनको बोलता रहता हूँ कि दे शुड नॉट, मतलब सेल्फ डाउट एक बहुत हमारे अंदर कई बार आता है, वो आई थिंक हटाना बहुत मुश्किल काम होता है, लेकिन वो ज़रूरी है कि उस चीज़ को आप अपने हार्डवर्क से पूरी तरह से हटा सकते हो. आई थिंक आपके आसपास आपको बहुत शॉर्टकट्स मिलेंगे, बहुत रास्ते, आपको लगेगा मैं इसकी वजह से ऐसा पहुंच जाऊंगा, आपको दूसरे की स्टोरी लगेगी नहीं इसका तो इसलिए हो गया, ऐसा हो गया. वो हर किसी की अपनी एक कहानी है, हर किसी का अपना एक स्टोरी है, लेकिन हर किसी का एक हार्ड वर्क छुपा हुआ है। कोई भी किसी पोजीशन में सिर्फ यूं ही नहीं होगा, और वो यूं ही होगा तो वो कुछ टाइम बाद स्टम्बल हो जाएगा। तो आई थिंक ये बहुत बिलीव करना जरूरी है कि हार्ड वर्क विल टेक यू फर्दर, एंड दैट्स द ओनली की टू सक्सेस।
Thank you so much for talking to CNN News 18. All the very best for Chandu Champion. And as the tagline says, everybody, this is a story of the man who refused to surrender. Stay tuned.